a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Moody, and it's Green in at the center position. Now here's Curry. Green finds Curry. Pass to Butler. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
Jackson outside. Fires the three. Wells, that's good. Wells has got 6.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
3 on the clock. Back to Green. Lets the 3 fly, and he buries his first look.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Wells. He has 6. Outside Morant. And he lays it up and in.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Outside Butler. It's Podziemski on the wing, guarded by Bane. On target from range.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, the Grizzlies head coach and I were able to chat. And no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed. Is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball handling, his passing, it's what makes him an all-time great. It's always a pleasure to watch Steph Curry, and we get another chance to tonight. Guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. That gives him the lead. He's got 5.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the 2nd round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Moody passes to Curry. And here is Green. Back to Curry. Green with a screen on Morant. And here's Curry for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Lets it go from 11. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
Yeah, stepping in from the arc, Morant comfortable from there.
Outside Curry. Launches it from deep. Can't hit that one. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Bane. Here's Edey. Green covering. Curry against Morant. Outside Bane. Fires the 3. Drains the triple.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. Pass to Aldama. That one goes.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Now here's Curry. There's the three. The rebound by Jackson.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA?
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
Pippen, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Pass to Jackson Davis. To the middle. The three from Curry. Oh, Curry! A sick triple.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Timeout called. Memphis. And some changes here for the Warriors. Green's checked in for Jackson Davis. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Heel. Here's Pippen. To the wing, right side. They set the pick. All sorts of time. Count that one. Here's Pajemski. No points yet. Outside Kuminga. Quarter two and about 2 minutes in. Yep, that one goes.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Jackson outside. Pass to Wells. Fires for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Wells has got 9. And, Coach, it seems there's a move to cut out some of the cheap fouls in the game. This notion of, if you wouldn't call it on the playground, why do you call it in a game? You like to see where it's going?
Yeah, look, there's some times where I think we'd get a better game if the players do what they did in pickup games, Brian, and just called their own fouls. A lot of these cheap fouls would cease to exist. I think there's just got to be a better recognition from referees on what really impacts a play and what doesn't.
Clark with a screen on Curry. Here's Bane. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Edey's checked in for Clark, and it's Ja Morant in for Pippen. Moody passes to Butler. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And, Coach, when we get to the playoffs, Jimmy Butler plays his best basketball.
Well, Brian, look, it's tangible. You see his numbers go up in the postseason. Butler's been the #1 option on multiple finals teams. That puts him in rare company.
Pass to Jackson. From deep, Morant. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. 9 points in the game.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that three.
Bane against Hield. Now here's Pajemski. The D's right on him, and he makes it on the layup. Pajemski's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Morant. Oh, Green with a block.
A terrific position defender. Draymond can also challenge shots and protect the rim.
Back to Morant. Second chance shot. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Memphis ahead, up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Wells. He's got 9. Oh, Morant gets it done inside.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Outside Butler, back to Curry for the tie. The rebound by Edey.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
Curry from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 11 points. Pass to Edey. And here's Bane. Here's Wells. Back to Jackson. Kicks it out to Bane for 3. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. 2-point game. So they take the lead. He has 7.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Morant surveying the floor. Morant taking no chances on the flush.
Just electric. Ja Morant. I mean, someone you paid to see.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Bane with a screen on Curry. Pass to Bane. The 3 is up. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Tipped. Outside Butler. Now here's Green. From behind the arc. And there's Curry on the assist from Green. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Aldama outside. Jackson surveying the D. Buries it from 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Yeah, fearless play from Curry inside. Going up against tough defense and getting fouled while shooting.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so Curry nails both of them.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Pass to Aldama. Fires from deep. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Outside Curry. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Stephen. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Payton in at the three, the small forward. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Left side Payton. Outside Curry. Oh, Curry showing off the range.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Clark outside. And here's Bane, guarded by Hield. Clark with the screen. Here's Pippen. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire.
The Grizzlies shooting has been incredible, 72%. Clark, the pass to Pippen. Aldama with it. Pass to Clark. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. Outside Curry. There's the triple. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
And they've been relying on his three-point stroke all game. And he doesn't let them down when it matters most.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. And it's Ja Morant in for Pippen. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Green's checked in for Jackson-Davis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Hield. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message that the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. Curry against Morant. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. A minute 39 left to play in the fourth. Uses the glass on the layup.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Morant against Curry. And the Warriors with another three. Here's Morant. The floater. Oh, a determined bucket from Morant.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Here's Curry. And the shot goes in. Curry's got 32 points in the game.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
10 feet away. And that one's long.
Mr. Bunny, those are the shots you've got to convert.
Here's Butler. Memphis with a rebound. 44 seconds left in the fourth. Oh, he nails it! And that one brings him within one.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
A skillful shot by Curry. He makes the short-range floater look effortless. And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
.27 seconds left in the game. Here's Morant. Money. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within one.
You know Morant wants it. And guess what? He got it. Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart. He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Absolutely need a 3 here.
And knocks down the 3.
He's having a good night from the field. Now, I know the defense is really keying in on him, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out.
And here's Curry for 3. Off target from downtown. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Morant with it. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Moody, and it's Green in at the center position, filling out the middle. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly, Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle?
Love the intensity from Curry, finding a way to work through the contact.
Morant against Curry. In the paint, Morant puts it in.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And he buries it. And that one brings him within 1.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3-ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Here's Morant. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice. With the big-time and 1, this is now a 2-possession game.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Curry looking it over, shoots over Morant. Count it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Using the mid-range area of the floor, Curry, an offensive mastermind.
And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. And it's in.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Curry against Morant. Goes up at the elbow. Cash.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And now we've got an intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's able to hit the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. Takes the 3. Oh, the trifecta!
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. Things looked a little uneven for them down the